Hello everybody. For some reason my 920S is a bit blurry. I don't know why it's doing that, but it's too late for me to do anything about that. Because we are in it, guys. We are in it.
Yeah.
So we are cooking tonight, and so as you guys stream in here, I'll tell you all what's going on. Once you guys pop in, we will talk. And I am getting things ready now to pop things in the oven. And I got a lot going on here. So I'm going to have a lot of good tips and tricks for you. Right now what I'm doing is, I don't know if you can see this. Let me show you. Right here. This is what I'm doing right now. Is that going to work? There we go. So that is this is a zucchini, kind of scallop zucchini kind of thing, like a scallop zucchini bake that I learned in Rome when I was there. When we were there on our honeymoon. Right, honey?
Right.
Right. And it was amazing. So, I'm bringing that back and making it here for you guys on the stream while I'm chatting with you. Actually, I'm going to show you some other things. But we're going to talk about a lot of stuff tonight while I make this, along with, I'm making fried chicken. Got a lot going on, guys. Got a whole lot going on. I've got this stuff going. Let's see if I've got like I got three pans of oil going over here. Old school gamer was happening. Red bean porridge, that sounds awesome. I want to know more about that. Very cool. I also want to know how to get this out of here. There we go. Having some trouble. See, now that looks good. Looks like my camera looks good now. What? How cool is that, guys? All right. So, here's what I'm doing. La 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 la. A lot of things I'm doing, but right now it's all about the olive oil. Lots and lots of olive oil. And a little salt. A little pepper. And a little garlic powder. I know it's sacrilege, I should be using fresh, but I don't have it right now. So there we go. That is that. That is going in the oven now. I'm going to cover it. Pop it in here. Uh-oh. We got a monster boy! Where you going, buddy? So, as you guys know, on Sunday night, Declan has had his dinner, and now he is had his bath, and he's running around in a dinosaur suit, screaming. What a good little fella. And he goes to the Chinese New Year lion dance. That's kind of cool. Alright, so one of the things what I'm doing tonight is I'm frying up chicken. And woo, good dance, buddy. So I'm doing a 3-part coating for the chicken. I'm doing flour, which is seasoned and gluten-free on our side. Some egg. I just got beaten egg. And then I've got panko breadcrumbs right here. So, yeah, buddy. So, what I'm doing is I'm actually doing the tonkatsu method, which is flour, then egg, then panko. And the trick here is to always have one hand in the dry ingredients and one hand on the wet, because otherwise you end up with a big mitt. They can't see him.
No, I know.
What are you doing? But I'm cooking over here, so you got to dance over there. Oh my God. You guys, my kid is hysterical. I love that boy. See? And there you go. Boom, pop it in the oil. Then we move on to the next one. As fast as humanly possible.
Are you getting dizzy?
I think I messed up there.
Okay. You should.
All right. So while I'm doing this, I got... What's he doing?
He's making himself dizzy.
Okay. I'm a very funny boy, I'm just saying. And tonight we're going to talk about fried chicken, and we're going to talk about the friend zone. What? So some of you guys may be in the friend zone. Some people are in the friend zone. People are like, oh my God, I'm in the friend zone. I'm like, no, you're not. There's no such thing as a friend zone, guys. I hate to break it to you. And people say, oh, get out of the friend zone. Well, don't put yourself in there first place. Who's this? Here he is.
Hi.
Gotta scare him. Scare everybody. Scare everybody. Go, ah!
Is it?
That's
He
my
also
boy.
said he learned a sentence on how to say his name. So what's your sentence?
Ducky.
You say, hi, I am Decky. Decky, say, hi, I am Decky.
Three.
That's right, there's 3. Declan, say your word.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. We're frying chicken, buddy.
You say, hi, I'm
Say
Decky.
hi.
Hi, Ducky.
There you
Very
go.
good. Can
That
you
was
give
pretty
Daddy
darn
a
good.
good night kiss?
Get a good night kiss, buddy. Oh, thank you. Well,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to do go to bed tonight
Yeah.
on your own tonight because I'm working here. I'm getting to talk to all these awesome people.
Can you say bye?
Goodbye.
Oh, sorry. We missed the kiss.
Oh, look at there you go. See. If I haven't taught that kid about dating and relationships already, what? Come on.
Oh, he's bowing.
Oh, he's bowing now. There he goes. What is... Huh. What's going on there? All right. So, while we're hanging out and chatting, what do we got here? Old School Gamer, hi there. Red Nova Tyra, evening. Oh, hey, Red Nova, I was going to ask you. I don't know if you know my friend Glenn Kagato. He said you would be an awesome moderator if you were up for it for some of my streams when you're on here. And I'm happy to give you that power if you want, because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And my hands are covered in chicken goop right now, so, you know, not a whole lot I can do. And I've already messed up by putting my wet hands and dry hands together, so now I'm getting batter mitts. So that's cool, you know. Awesome. Thanks, Red Nova. You're awesome, awesome. Yeah. All right. So I'll show you guys what all I've got working over here in a minute. I have 2 full chickens I'm frying tonight, and I was just like, man, I really want some fried chicken, man. Oh shit. There we go. Already happened. Hold up. You guys have to do that. There we go. Alright, I got a blower going on. There we go. I haven't even gotten started yet. Alright, I just turned it on, honey. So, alright, so there you go. Look at that. That's fine. Somebody just needs the fan in front of that. That's all you gotta do.
It's okay. It's all done.
There we go. Easy peasy. I got the blower going now. We got the fan going. Everybody's happy. This house is not set up for frying. That's all it is. Alright, we're all set and we're back at it. Alright, so remember, one hand, because that's a mess. But we're going to get this going. We're going to get some really good fried chicken going. And as people come in and we have chat, we're going to talk about some myths, some dating myths. See, this is kind of what I had in mind when I was working on Don't Kill Your Date and other cooking tips. And this is like straight out of, you know, my book, Food Game. And I talk about this in the book, actually. You know, because I hear it a lot. People ask me questions. They're like, well, you know, I got this girl, I really like her, but, you know, I'm in the friend zone. I'm like, no, you're not. You're not in the friend zone. You never were in any other zone. So it's not really a friend zone, it's just where you are. Hold on. Whew, I gotta turn some of these over. Oh boy. That's getting brown. Whew, that's getting more than brown. Down. Down. It's going to get louder and louder. There's going to be more popping and flipping and flapping and flapping and flooping. Because I don't have like a deep fryer, so I'm pan frying all of this. which is
Could you pass my phone? I'll grab it. I got it.
Of course.
Hold on.
Of course.
Getting the phone. Here you go, my love.
Of course.
Good night. Of course. Good night, buddy.
I
You say good night to everybody again? Say good night.
Hold on.
You say good night, buddy? Well, I don't think he's saying good night, guys. All right.
Say good night. Okay.
Oh, you want to say it again?
Yeah.
Oh, here he goes. He's coming to say good night again.
I
Hello. What's that?
did.
You're Jackie.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. It's 1, 2, 3. You got a whole thing going here. This is how you do it. It's messy. Yeah, it's yellow. That's because it's egg. The second bowl is eggs. That's right. It's what?
It's messy.
It's messy. That's right. It's messy. And that's okay. Sometimes cooking gets messy. And you know messy. I've seen you. Up, up, up.
Okay, well, no, we're not going to get on the counter, but just say good night to the people.
Say good night, everybody. Okay, that was awesome. That was really awesome. Now be careful when you put those chicken in there. Sometimes that oil goes whoop. When that happens, you can hear some more alarms going off. I tell you. All right. So we're moving along, and you guys feel free to ask questions while we're here when we're talking, because I'm getting quite distracted as I'm doing all of this. But I wanted to share with you guys what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, etc. as I go. I mean, because if you've seen any of my posts, you might have seen the tonkatsu that I made. And I do tonkatsu in like a big assembly line, and it's really good. But I mean, it's when you're doing something with this much, you know, messiness, you do a bunch of it. Just get it done. Yeah. Good night, buddy. Ah, gotta love that boy. Gotta love that boy. All right. So I hope everybody's having a good day. We got Square 1986. Hello, hello, hello. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with us. I hope you guys have been enjoying my other streams. Working on just exactly how to do it correctly and just be better so I can share with you more. Because I got a lot to share with you. You know, things like, well, like tonight's topic, you know, the friend zone. I was like, fried chicken and friend zone. Come on, that's pretty brilliant, right? Kind of pair it up on Sunday nights so you can figure it all out. So if anybody has any friend zone questions, feel free to ask me. But I'm gonna go ahead and start talking about that while we're here. I want to point some things out. Like the reason I said, you know, if you're in a friend zone, it's your fault. That's fine. It's not a horrible place to be. You know, it is, and it's all in your mind. That's the problem with the friend zone. You're not taking ownership of the fact that you're there. Which is causing you to be upset at a woman who is completely innocent. Hold up, I gotta do some stuff. Where is the phone? There. Ooh, that's a bad place for me to put those phones. Whoa! That's running fast. Whoa! I don't know what that's about. This is, yeah. I think I'm gonna have to finish these things off in the oven. This is oil. It's burning the panko pretty quick, which I think what I'm gonna do for a couple of these. Let's try this. I'm just going to flour, and let's see how that goes. Straight up, old school Southern, just flour fried chicken. That's it. Easy peasy, baby. Easy peasy. So, all right. What else we got here? Looking good, looking good. And while I've got some small things here, I've got, whenever you have a chicken, when you buy the full chicken, which I think is the best way to go, you get, not only do you get all the pieces that you want, you also get the carcass. So you can make stock out of that, which is pretty awesome. You also get a couple of little goodies if you want, like, oops, in here, like the liver. And you also get the, wait for it, the heart. So when you throw those in, it's just a little extra gift. Not so bad. All right. So, a couple of things. So now I've got, food-wise, let's stick with that for a second. I've got my fried chicken going. I got to keep an eye on that because it is getting brown pretty quick. It's funky. So if you have oils, if you're using oil and it's not a like a deep fryer, you got to keep an eye on it because you got to make sure the oil's at the right temperature, which is usually about 375. And it's hard to gauge unless you have a thermometer that you're using, which I am not. So I'm doing all of this by eye. So far, my eye seems to be going okay. Except a little bit of overcooking there. Now I gotta figure out how to fix that now. Because you don't want to overcook your chicken on the outside and have it not be cooked on the inside. That would be bad. So, let me check on this real quick. Now we got down here. That's not so bad. On the side a little bit here. And this way. There we go. Oh, that's looking better. All right. Woo. Y'all, this chicken is frying. I'll show you guys this in a sec. Woo-wee. See if I can show you what's going on over here. Alright, so this is what's happening. I got all these going. Now you can see it's got a little bit, some of the chicken got a little bit brown there, but it's still okay. It's not bad. And I've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I still have another 7 pieces of chicken over here to work with. So what I'm going to need to do is keep some of these warm in the oven. So, I have, what's great for that is something like this. You pop that in the oven, keep the oven on about $1.50, 200 or so, and then you can just throw them in there, keep them warm, and they'll cook a little bit if they need to, because these are looking pretty good. But I know I'm going to have to take some of these out soon. So, back to the friend zone, y'all. All right. So why is it, something I've never understood, so a guy likes a girl, and they're friends. But she doesn't like him romantically. She might like other people, other guys, and say, well, you know, she's put me in the friend zone, so I can't, you know, get with her. Well, she didn't put you in the friend zone. You did. You did. And the sooner you take ownership of that authority, of the fact that you put yourself in the friend zone, then the sooner you can get out of the friend zone. And now we're talking. Because I have seen this so many times, it's interesting that when you're in the friend zone, the reason why you're in the friend zone is because you weren't being the man you needed to be from the very beginning. And if you're not going to be the man you need to be from the very beginning, well, it's going to be very, very difficult for you to change her mind. Can it be done? Absolutely. Can it be done from the position you're in now? Nope. It cannot. If you were in the friend zone and you were her pal, it's time to get out of the friend zone. The only way to get out of the friend zone is you're going to have to leave the situation. You don't have to do it in a bad way. You don't have to, you know, break up and be mean about it or anything. You just need to be incredibly busy on your own and do your own thing. You need to work on you from the inside. That is how it works. All right. Let's see here. I'm going to take this one out. I'm thinking everything's pretty good. All right. All right. This is going good. Nicely. I'm really hopeful these are done because I can't really tell. I mean, they've been in here a while, so I'm thinking they're in pretty good shape, but you never know. I mean, it's not that you never know. Of course you can know. But with me, I'm not really sure right now. I'm working on that. I need more flour. Now I have more flour on my hands. So are any of you guys coming to see me on Tuesdays and Thursdays? Because I think that's pretty awesome of you. I love having you guys there. Let's see, I know most of you guys come sometimes. I know Red Nova, you're there a lot. So happy to have you guys around. Happy to have you guys tell all your friends. I'm going to make this thing work. I got to get out there. People got to come watch and listen to what I'm saying. Because this is about you guys. You know, I mean, I've already done all this stuff. The things that I tell you, I've already gone through this stuff. I've been there. I've done that. I wrote the book, literally. You know, you've seen my wife. You've seen my kid. I'm not one of those guys that like, hey, I'm going to tell you how to pick up women. Well, you go pick up women, but you don't have a relationship. You don't have, you know, for people that want to go to a relationship, who want to go further than that, that's what I do. I work with relationships on, you know, communication, connection. So you don't have to go through the horrible crap that I went through and my parents went through. Some of you guys have gone through divorce. Some of you guys, your parents went through divorce, and you know how bad that sucked. You know, some people are still dealing with that. And believe me, I get it. You know, I get it. I went through it, and I know it. It is not fun, not enjoyable for anybody, and I wouldn't wish it on anybody. You know? And sometimes people are like going, well, you know, you guys it's just not working out for you guys. You really should get a divorce. And sometimes that's true, but I don't know. I'm never the guy to say, yes, you do, or you should or shouldn't. And that's up to you guys, but I think if you make a commitment, you should keep it. You know, and that's the plan, because whoever you're with, they made a commitment based on you making a commitment. So therefore, it only seems logical. It's like those trust exercises where, you know, somebody stands behind you and you fall. You don't look back, but you just fall. I think that's kind of what relationships are. You know, it's similar to that. So to bring that back to the friend zone, you know, you may be that to somebody, and they may really care for you. They may really love you as a friend. They may be a really awesome person. You know, but they just don't have those feelings for you because you haven't brought those feelings out in them. There's a certain way you have to be. This is for the guys out there. I mean, there's a certain way you have to be to bring out those feelings in a woman. And I discuss those in the book, in Food Games, so you guys can look at that. But the point is, if you are not being that person that she's going to be attracted to in the first place, then she's going to fall back on what she knows. Hey, he's a really nice guy, but I just don't feel that for him, ... And it's going to continue that way until she feels something. How do you do that? I'm going to tell you. Right after I get some more eggs. So, if you're in a friend zone and you know she's not into you, she likes you, you're friends, and she doesn't feel that wow for you. Well, the reason is because you're not being the person to bring that feeling out from her. And you're not going to from where you are. This is why I say you have to leave the situation. Because A, you're too available. And B, you're too hurt. If you're saying you're in the friend zone, it's already too late. So you're going to have to do something drastic. Because you are not going to, you know, you're not going to nice her into wanting you. It's not going to happen. She wants a certain person. She wants a certain type of guy. Well, you may not be that type of guy. I have a big analogy in the book called, you're not her flavor of cookie. Because everyone has a type or a flavor that they like, that they want. If you don't fit that, you're not going to fit that. What are we doing here? Woo. I swear these are looking good. Oh, turn that over. Turn over. Turn over. There we go. How we doing? Looking good. Turn it back over. Oh yeah. Whew. Guys. This is looking good. Alright. So back to it. So, when I'm talking about you have to do something drastic, you have to change something, you have to change who you are, actually. And this is the best thing to do. You become harder to get because she's used to talking to you about her problems, about other guys, which is driving you nuts, right? And you have to get away from that so you're not part of that energy, right? then you have to work on you. You have to work on yourself. And you have to do it from a standpoint, not that you want to do it for her. You want to do it for you. That is a big key. See, if you're doing it for her, then that doesn't make any sense. You have these. That's very low self-esteem. Is what happens there, because if you're doing it for someone else, you're like, gosh, I'm gonna change for you. My butt. Don't change for anybody but you. It's your life. You're in charge of being who you are. Therefore, you go, you work on you. You go away, you work on you, you do whatever you want to do, you meet other women, you do whatever, you date other people, and you have fun. Then, she's going to start calling you. Then you can decide. If she's interested, great. If not, you meet somebody else. And you become better yourself. You become better as who you are. And you're true to you. That's huge. You're really honestly true to who you are. Move this around a little more. We have room for you. Hello. I move here. You go here. Okay. There we go. Move in there. Turn that over again. Oh, no, you stay right there. Stay right there. I said stay. Damio. Do as I say. There we go. Turn that one over. Yeah. We're getting there. We're getting there. I'm going to put these. Shit. We'll see. Anyway, so last one. I got one more piece of chicken here, and then clean things up a little bit. I'm going to do some sauteed vegetables. It's going to be real easy, real fast. Like when you have some extra ones around, what do? Cook them. Pretty easy. So, does that make sense, guys? You know, because you're not going to. I love how guys think, you know, well, yeah, if I'm just nice enough to her, she'll want me. You'd be the nicest guy in the world. She might still go with an asshole. Sometimes women do that. It's okay. Sometimes guys do that. That's fine. But it's not on the woman, it's on you. So when people say I'm in the friend zone, I'm like, oh, nobody, you got some insecurity issues you got to deal with. And that's where you are. And see, once they get that, they're already on the road to getting better and being more attractive. All right, let me dump some of these and I'll be right back. You know, the funny thing is, I mean, pretty much all of my coaching, I'm going to tell you the same thing. You have to look inside first. And that is 100% true. You have to look on the inside first. Because that's where all the answers are. You know, and the funny thing is, you already know all of the answers. That's where it gets wild. You already know all the answers, and you can fix them. All right. you're dealing with chicken, be sure and wash your hands a lot. Because chicken's actually quite dirty. If you read Anthony Bourdain's book, he's like, God, they're just awful. I'm like, yeah, they are. But damn, they're tasty, right? Okay. Let me put one more piece over here. So, yeah, the problem with panko is it's not quite like batter, and it's gluten-free, so it's kind of, I don't know, it's a little different. It has kind of a mind of its own. So they can get pretty funky. So, but the good thing, now I can clean up a little bit. So I was using gluten-free flour. I was using brown rice flour. I've used it before. I'll give it a shot. Hopefully, it'll work all right. The thing about the panko, when you're using it for deep frying like this, it has a tendency to chunk off in like big chunks. So then you've got this bare piece of chicken, and it's like, well, where's the fried chicken on this damn thing? It's like, it's over there. It fell off. What do you do? I don't know. That's where we are. Because that's what happened to a couple of pieces over there that I just put in the oven. And that's okay. So I seasoned up a bunch of breadcrumbs, but I got extra left, so I pour those in to a baggie. A nice little baggie here. There we go. In you go. In you go. There you go. Alright. Alright. Sorry, I've been watching The Irishman. So, not quite done with it. But it's like, hey. Panko. Alright. So next I have veggies. I got some veggies that were left over from a crudité platter, right? I got some carrots. I got some red pepper right here. A little red pepper. Looking good. A little onion. Nice. And there you go. Just gonna basically chop those up and stir fry those in a minute while I keep talking to you guys. So, if you guys don't have any questions, that's totally cool. But if you do, that's totally cool. We can talk about that too. We can talk about anything. It's Sunday. I'm talking about chicken. I'm talking about the friend zone. And I'm hoping you guys get that. The thing I talked about. I know some of you this matters. Some of you this is resonating, and you're like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. You're right. And it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it, guys. Let me have you look at it this way. What if, so if you're in the friend zone, right? Well, doesn't that mean that, and you're like crazy about her, right? Well then obviously she's pretty awesome, and she's your friend. I mean, dude, how cool is that? You've got an awesome, beautiful woman who's your friend. Darn. personally, I would say score. You know? I mean, guys, when a beautiful woman wants to hang out with you, that's pretty awesome. Now the problem, the guys get into in the friend zone is all in their head. See, they want something else. It's called expectation. Now I teach there's a whole chapter on expectation in the book, because expectation messes you up. Expectation puts you in a scenario that is not real, that is not true. And then you have feelings about that scenario. And you work it up in your head, over and over again. And then she's with somebody else, and then it hurts. Now you bring emotion into the mix. You have to get away from that, because that emotion that you have is all you. It's not her. She didn't do anything. And that's where people have problems when they're in love. They're like, oh my God, I'm in love. I'm so in love. Well, no. You're not in love. You have incredible feelings towards somebody, but if she doesn't feel love with you, you're not in love together. It's just you telling yourself a story that is not true. So once you get that out of your head, you can stop being that expective, the guy full of expectation that comes across as needy. Guys, women do not like needy. You can't desire her into wanting you. It doesn't work that way. There we go. Just so you know, that's how it works. All right, let's see how this goes. Pretty good. I'm gonna admit. Did it the way I wanted to. Nice. Alright. So while those are going, I'm gonna start sauteing some veggies. So like I said, first I got the onion. Now let me show you how to cut these things up. So the onion, what I did was I cut it in half. And I always keep this part on. That way it keeps the whole onion together. So then I can chop it. Boom. This all stays together here. And now I've got that done. Very simple. Very easy. Put this on the side for a second. Now I've got this. I've got carrots. I can throw the carrots in like this and be just fine. But I figured, why not put them in? And instead of just, chopping them in half right here, instead of just chopping them in half straight across, I'm going to do it what's called on the bias, only at an angle. So let's see, I angle them all up like that. So kind of shifting them, and then I'm going to go this, like this. Boom. So now I've got little angles, little something, a little, nothing big, nothing crazy, just a little something something. And I know I'm probably going to get some crap for cutting these, because these are right for nibbling, but that's all right. We got other carrots to deal with it. So I just keep doing that. You don't have to do anything artsy fartsy if you don't want to. But it's good to have a little something going on. The little things actually do matter. And like I said, when you're doing things for yourself, that's the priority, guys. That really is the priority. And it comes down to doing things for yourself is important. It's very important. Because you've heard the old saying, when, olive oil. If you're flying, it's a good analogy. They say if you're flying and there's a problem or drop in pressure or anything, the masks are going to pop down. And they say put your mask on yourself first, and then attune to work with anybody else. Well, that's a good metaphor for life. You've got to put your mask on you first, because everything stems from inside of you. Everything you feel on the inside is broadcast outside, especially to women. That sixth sense thing is real. All right, so I'll put all this. I've got some oil that's heating up. I'm gonna pop those in. Start up a little bit. Chicken. I'm gonna flip some chicken. Not a euphemism. Those are some big ass pieces, let me tell you. Alright, I gotta take some of these out. Now, how am I gonna do that? I know what I'm gonna do. I got it. Not ideal. It'll work. Oh. There we go. I'm gonna wipe some of that oil off of there because that can be kind of messy. You don't want to have oil on the inside of your oven. You can eat from it. Okay. So right now the oven's on low, like I said, about 150, 200. And I'm going to add some salt to that. There you go. So when I add salt to that, it's going to draw out the moisture. So while I'm doing that, so I've got onions and carrots going, and pretty much all of these are similar. They've got a similar cook time, so I'm going to get them all put together real quick. So I'm going to show you a really cool thing about how to cut a pepper. This is one of my favorites, so check this out. All right, here's the pepper. You see how the pepper has a round here, another round here, and around here, and it's got the seams right up there, right there, and right there. Well, you want to cut right along one of these. Let me show you. Right here. See this little circle here? You want to cut right there and go all the way down the seam, like this. And look at that. No seeds, nothing. Same thing on the other side here. Over there. And here. Ta-da! That's out. Boom, boom, boom. All good. Take a little bit of the pithy stuff off here. No big deal. Done. Booyah! And now you can slice this up however you want. The way which I'm just going to do it like this. Just a rough chop, no big deal. I'm not looking to win any awards here. I just want to chop it and go. Now that is how you chop a freaking pepper, man. Then I got these bad boys, which I'm going to pop in just a second. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do it. Throw them all in. Yeah, add a little more salt. There it is. Pepper, flip my chicken. Hey Spike, what you doing Sunday night? I'm flipping chicken. Oh, sad. Are you alone again, flipping your chicken? One of them is off. I'm down to 2 pans. Down to 2 pans, yo. Word to your mother. All right. I'm gonna eat a chicken heart. That was a good chicken heart, right there, I'll tell you. Because now this is all cold. Turn to the ceiling fan. I'm gonna pop these down in the oven as well. Looking good. Use this. We're getting there, peeps. Ooh, I'm running out of some battery here. Hold on. All the way over here. Boom! Look at that. All right. So it's gotten easier now. I can hang out and chat with you guys. So tonight, what do we have? We've got zucchini. It's in the oven. I'm gonna check on it. Looking gorgeous. Let me turn that up too. The zucchini was cut real thin on the bias, and I showed you at the beginning, and all the olive oil and everything. And I learned that in Rome, right behind the place. If you saw the Anthony Bourdain Rome episode, he talked about a place for the cacio e pepe, the place that shall not be named. Well, we found it, and it was closed, so we went directly behind it 2 nights in a row because it was closed twice. And the one that we went to the first night was the best carbonara I ever had in my life. I mean, that was life-changing spaghetti carbonara. Insanely good, right? And oh, this one's taken out. There we go. And then the next night we went across the street from there. And by across the street, I mean the little tiny alley. Another amazing restaurant, and the basically scallops or gratin zucchini is what we had, and I just stole the recipe. I just saw it. I was like, okay, I'll make that, and I've been making it ever since. It's just been wonderful. Such a great dish. It's easy to make and hard to screw up. So hopefully my chicken's looking good. I mean, the heart tasted good. We shall see. Oh boy. This olive oil transfer is going to take a while. So I'm transferring it into this, which is my olive oil delivery method. I picked this up in Montreal. Montreal is the best food town in the world so far, I think. Let's just say it's one of the best food towns in the world. I think I can address this. It's just so good, and it's got a big Portuguese influence and great food. And Alpi de Cochon is there. I went there. Crazy good. All right, let me throw this out. There we go, people. Look at that. Well, I should be signing off now because it's almost 8, but hang out. Let's see how this is going. This is looking really fabulous. Look at that. Saute veggies, baby. You cannot go wrong. Okay, so after you saute them for a little bit, they're still going to be kind of crunchy on the inside, so you want to steam them a little bit. So I'm going to throw a little bit of water in the pan, and then maybe a little chicken stock too. Or actually, I'll try this. It's vegetable bouillon that I don't usually do anything with, but I'll give it a try. Water. Let that bouillon dissolve a little bit. Nice. Around some, and then there we go. And cover the whole thing. You know what time it is, kids? It's flipping chicken time. Okay. All right. So, thanks for sticking with me, guys. You know, it's been fun. I just get to hang out and chat with you guys and deliver some information that people are going to watch this back and they'll get something out of it. And I'm going to share some good tips, you know, as well. I'm going to pull these, some of the tips that I give in here. I'll pull these and use them as, you know, small, quick videos about, you know, about whatever it is I'm talking about. Like tonight, having the friend zone. Just a little tip here is like the friend zone is you. You know, own up to that, because when you own up to that, it gives you power. It makes you more attractive, guys. And you work on yourself. You go away, and then you come back, and you're dating somebody else if you want to. And if she's still if you're still interested in her, and she's interested in you, now you're coming back from a position of strength that you did not have before, and you're a better person, because you wouldn't, even if you did get her in the way you were before, you'd lose her. Just saying. I know it's a horrible truth, but just saying. I know. Just something I'm telling you. I know these things. All right. Well, it looks like my chicken is just about done. The veggies are cooking. I got a family upstairs who's going to be hungry shortly. So thanks so much for coming out, guys, and listen to me chat and talk and share some ideas with you guys, and some recipes and some cutting techniques and all that kind of stuff, because that's what Sunday night's about. Just laid back, relax, let's just chit and or chat. So have a wonderful, fantastic evening, and as your week starts tomorrow, take it on, baby. Take it on, and have a fantastic week. All right, wishing you guys all the best. I will see you on Tuesday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for Mind Scrambler. All right, talk to you later, guys. Bye-bye.